Siemanko, witam was w kolejnym odcinku z gry Dziedzictwo Hogwartu i idziemy zrobić teraz główną misję, mianowicie ciśniemy do profesora Figa. Nie wiem, czy czysto teoretycznie nie powinniśmy być niedługo w swoim dormitorium, ale chyba gra nie będzie tego od nas wymagać. Sorry. Nauczyliśmy się zaklęcia Incendio chyba.
Incendio!
Dokładnie. I teraz można na niego poczekać. Aha, do rana musiałem chyba czekać. Ja pierdolę. Czy mogę przespać?
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckard.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your
is...
schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
No to ciekawe.
Revelio.
Zobaczmy, czy tutaj coś jest. Jest skrzyneczka. 43 kurwa dukaty. Nie pamiętam, jak to się nazywało w uniwersum Harry'ego Pottera. Tu się nic nie podświetla, porozmawiaj z
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
Czy masz Sobek?
Sebastian, there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow.
Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
I've never even met him. Perhaps he mistook me for another student.
If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point. You might need me. So, why were you looking for me?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
He can't get it himself?
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose I could wait to get a note from him, but...
You want to show some initiative.
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madam Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books, so do all that you can to avoid her.
She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves, the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Szkoda, że Irytka nie było w filmie Harry'ego Pottera, bo mógłby być bardzo ciekawy. Ja pierdolę.
See there? That's the door we need to reach.
And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Dobra. Zobaczmy sobie to zaklętko. Tylko musimy sobie je przypiąć. Lumos.
We must remain unseen.
Tylko poczekaj, przekastuję sobie może Lumos zamiast... Ja zacząłem się z nami w Asasynę grał.
Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
No. Nie zobaczę sprawdźkowo.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Alohomora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Alohomora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Ona przejdzie tędy, to są już
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
The key.
Gracious, what a mess.
Profesorze Black, czy mogę zasugerować zakaz magii na terenie biblioteki? Ktoś się zakrada do działu Ksiąg Zakazanych, a Cressida Bloom uważa, że biblioteka to jej własny ogródek, gdzie może sobie ćwiczyć najnowsze zaklęcia. To zakłóca spokój innych. W tym porównaniu z
You
takimi
hurt someone. Out with
wybrykami
you.
jak Irytek jest grzeczny. No dobrze, no kurwa, chciałem sobie przeczytać, no. Mogę to po prostu podnieść, przeczytać później, kurwa, jestem przygłupem. Podniesione jest,
The
podniesione.
key.
Gracious, what a mess.
Kurwa, którędy ona idzie, jebana. Dobra. Spierdalando.
That wasn't so difficult after all. How to find that book?
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Ghost, don't let her see you.
Spierdalamy.
Should be in the clip. There's no need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think we'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No,
Lumos!
we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Who have we here? Sebastian Cello and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell, I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
How do I know you won't go to the librarian and blame this all on me?
Why would I do that? I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Prepare.
Tam. No i dobra. Dawaj skrzyneczkę.
Levioso!
Kurwa, nie mam tego. Zaklęcie do znikania prawdopodobnie nie będzie mi potrzebne, bierzemy Lumos.
Lumos!
No było jaśniutko.
Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this one. That's it!
No i mamy jakąś starożytną magię i kurwa przejście nie wiadomo gdzie. Super po prostu. Czy to można otworzyć? Oczywiście, że można to otworzyć. Pomarańczowe gogle traszki.
Where might this lead? Lumos!
Atenum.
Lumos! Lumos! Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Ja umiem takie rzeczy? Aha, czyli mamy jakieś ten.
Accio! Levioso! Incendio! Protego! Levioso! Accio! Incendio!
Wow, to było ładne kombo. Trzeba dobrze kurwa wskoczyć. No dobrze, weszliśmy, jak powrót.
Lumos. This must be the way forward, but to where?
Aha. Ale dlaczego to? Dobra, ja się kurwa. No kurwa, ja się dostać.
Miller has moved on me.
Aha, dobra, już, ogarnę. Są głupi, ale tylko trochę. Co tu mamy? Kurwa, dawaj. Filcza peleryna druida. Dobra. Ciężko było, ale się udało. To jest, kurwa, ofensywa plus 9. Zajebiste to jest. Stylowa szkolna kamizeleczka. Co tutaj mamy? Plus 10. To bez ulepszeń. No, tych tu troszeczkę będzie.
Incendio.
Ła! Coś się pokąbiło, coś się porzucało, jest nawet kurwa nieźle,
Is a
nie?
book after all.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we have never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Ona się wygada, kurwa, ona powie wszystkim, że zna i chuj. Do dupy.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But
That being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
there was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
No, Sebuś, kurwa, powiem ci, teraz coś mi zaimponował. Dobrze, ale jak ja mam stąd wyjść? Klasy profesora Figa.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Dobra, misje 4×4 ukończone.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
O. Co jest? Klawiaturka mi nie działa.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Nati właśnie wysłał ci wiadomość sobie pocztą, prosząc o spotkanie w Dolnym Hogsfield. No dobrze, to mamy to. Mapa świata. Dolina Hogwart. Wioski są nami. No to mamy tutaj trochę do... Wioski, lochy, obozy bandytów i inne. Dobrze, mamy misję główną, ale jakąś poboczną sobie teraz zrobię. Będziemy chyba tak robić sobie tutaj...
Revelio!
Aha, nie mamy, myślałem, że będzie. Będziemy przynajmniej starać się robić jedną misję główną i jedną poboczną, tylko teraz... Kurwa, czy tu mam jakąś poboczną misję?
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Is everything all right?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm Nellie, by the way. I'm just so excited that the Daedalian keys are back.
The what keys?
The Daedalian keys. Surely you've seen them flying about. Rumor is that a former headmistress, Professor Mole, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets years ago. Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years. You should try to catch one.
Why would I do that?
Each key will lead you to a locked cabinet somewhere in the castle. If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an easy task, you may find a reward.
Why would Professor Mole conjure flying keys?
What I heard is that it had something to do with keeping Peeves out of things. But that may or may not be true. He's a poltergeist. I thought they could go almost anywhere.
Surely you will be trying to complete the challenge as well.
I've tried, and I can't even get past the first cabinets. Perhaps you'll have better luck. I'd love to know what's in the cabinets.
Perhaps I'll give it a go.
I hope you do. In fact, I think I heard one of the keys in the astronomy tower. You should listen for them. I hope you follow a few keys at least. If you manage to open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find, if anything.
I wonder if you might be able to help me with a small, project.
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
I suppose it must seem that way. I'm not sure it's justified. It's often been a matter of circumstance.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
Surely you're joking. You can't possibly be afraid of a puffskein.
It may seem irrational to you, but my experience with them has been most upsetting. They eat bogies, you know. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskein Dunkeen.
I'm sorry, but you have to admit that's rather clever.
I do not have to admit that. Everett said the same thing. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumor has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
What sort of plants should I expect in the hidden herbology corridor?
I haven't a clue. But have you seen the kinds of plants Professor Garlic grows? If the previous professor was anything like her, I'd imagine they're not exactly harmless.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
No dobrze, czemu nikogo z Hufflepuffu nie możemy kurwa pomóc?
Hidden herbology corridor. Sounds intriguing. Revelio! A Daedalian key. I wonder where it might lead me. There's the cabinet. How do I get this key in there?
Eza.
An old coin. Perhaps Nellie knows what it means.
Żeton domu Hufflepuff. O, ciekawostka. Zanieś żeton Neil.
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
Hello, Nellie. I managed to get a Daedalian key into its lock.
Brilliant! What did you find in the cabinet?
A curious token of some sort.
Looks like some sort of house token. I bet it unlocks house chests. I call them house chests. I've seen the one in Gryffindor and heard they're also in the other common rooms as well. Keep an eye out. I do hope you continue on. For so much effort, the prize must be something grand.
I should see this through and find the Hufflepuff house chest. This must be my house chest. I just need to insert the token. Seems I'll need to find more house tokens if I'm to open this. Quite a few by the look of it.
Uuu, sporo tego. Dobra, ale na tym zakończymy dzisiejszy odcinek z Hogwarts Legacy. I chyba będę zjem coś prawdopodobnie i będziemy grać dalej. dziękuję wam bardzo za oglądanie. Nie robię z tego już streama, ponieważ chciałbym, żeby było to w lepszej jakości. Tam 1440p. I od jutra, znaczy, no od jutra w sumie prawdopodobnie, jak oglądacie ten odcinek, nie będzie już tych wszystkich tam celi w ogóle, bo zrobię nową scenę w OBS-ie. Dziękuję za oglądanie. Na dzisiaj trzymajcie się i siemanko.